Friday. I'm about to head off to the cigar shop, but I figured I would show you guys another goofy project I'm working on. Welcome back, Explicit FPV, Chris here. Yeah, it's Friday, cigar shop. My hoverboard is gone. I sold it. I had a friend come over last Sunday, and no, he's asking, "Hey, Chris, what's going on? What are you up to? What are you doing?" And gave him a list of crap. And in the middle of all that, I said, "Hoverboard." He stopped me 75% of the way through of what I was going through, and what I've been up to the last month. And he goes, "Did you say fucking hoverboard?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Can I see it?" Which led to him getting on it, ripping around my house for 45 minutes, then taking it outside and driving till the battery's dead. And they said, "Oh, let's go pick up a cigar real quick at the cigar shop. And can you stop at the bank real quick?" So we did all that. Come back home. He puts it in his hand. He goes, "I'm out of here," and threw cash at me, basically. And I was like, all right, so I need to get another one. So I got this one. I got it off hoverboards.com. And I've driven it once. I need to try it off-road to really give you a fair review on it, but it looks cool. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't have really bright headlight LEDs. It's got these little guys. I've already taken it apart, and actually I didn't even prepare for this video, but I'm going to modify it. What a surprise. Anybody that knows me is already giggling because as soon as you saw the video begin, you already knew that I was getting at this. I have these Eagle Eye style, I think they're 5-watt LEDs. I have these on the back of my bumper, my Element, when I back up. I have the LED reverse lights, and then I got these. But what I'm going to do is I am going to tag them into somewhere in here and actually create a headlight with it, because when we go to the shore and we're coming back at dusk, I don't want to run over any rocks that might potentially make me crash, or if I'm carrying all kinds of gear and whatnot, I need to be able to see. These things put out a really great amount of light. Not only will it help, but it'll look cool. And I ordered from Super Bright LEDs, which are not here, are these foot-long, flexible, they call it even glow strips that you can wiggle around, flex. They have like a slightly frosted rubbery coating over them, so they put out like 280 lumens, and I believe I'm going to mount them somewhere, actually on the lip on the underneath, so it'll run down underneath here, so creating a glow and more of a taillight. It has these little guys that come on when you step onto the pads, which I can't demonstrate without both hands. These come on solid, and then when you turn one way or another, they flash kind of like a blinker. So I'm going to either wire them in, because like I said, I took it apart already. And if anybody out there can help me, because I don't know everything about everything, the front LEDs here, and I believe they're 12 volt. Because I tested with some other old 12 volt lights and they lit up, but I'm going to actually put a voltmeter on it. This has got this weird board type thing, and it's a 3-wire setup, and it goes directly into the board. I do not understand why there would be 3. Maybe that's the interrupter that makes them flash when you turn. That's what I'm hoping, so I can figure out one of these is constant, so once you step on the pad, these don't turn on until both feet are on the pads, and then they stay solid, so maybe one is a interrupter, so I got to figure that out. But if anybody has messed with these or knows a little bit more about LEDs with 3-wire than I do, please throw me a shout. But I want the LEDs, once you stand on here in the front, to stay on solid, and then I'm debating, like I said, for the rear, if I want these, the crazy green ones I'm going to put here to flash. Same thing. Oh yeah, okay, so next to that 3-wire on the board is a 2-wire plug, a red and a black. Instead of the 3 white thing, it's just 1 red, 1 black wire that comes to a connector. And I recognize the connector because drone battery balance plugs. It happened to be one of those. It's a 3-wire plug. 2 wires are going in, and then 3 wires that break somewhere in the middle, and then it goes to this, which is 3 wires also. So I am dumbfounded, confused, and how that works. I didn't take the heat shrink off. If maybe power is on 2 of those and not, I don't know how it works. That's a new for me, and being 42 years old, I was stumped. I'm like, oh, it'll be simple, 2 wires, boom. But I took the plug part, I just separated it, and then I put my little balance plug that only had 2 wires, and then just plugged in the LEDs to test, and they lit up. So I'm going to use that plug. I'll keep these connected just for fun, and then, like I said, I'm going to run some cool flexible lighting in here to make this thing stand out. So like vacation and other places, or I take the kids for a walk at dusk, at least it stands out other than a grown-ass man riding around on a hoverboard. But I think it'll be cool. Like I said, the other one I had some wicked sweet. Had one white line bar that ran across, and that was super bright, creating a really nice headlight. Because the night I got it, I ripped it at the cigar shop, and I could see as if it was a headlight. And then the back one had a mimicking one, but that was RGB, and you could change the color of it. It would fade, strobe, and I kind of dig that look of it. So I'm going to stick with one color and just the green, but I think that will look cool. And then what else did I do? Real quick. It's just obviously a hydro-dipped plastic here. And you could see where it wrapped around and then faded out, but it was just, what color is it? It was like that cream color. That's right here. I sprayed a very flat black. Oop, lost it. A flat black behind the fenders. Right there. So that kind of pulled away. And I was debating running something behind here, but I mean, it's going to go off-road, sort of speak, if you want to call it off-road. You know, dirt at the beach. The beach at Lord's Point and stuff is hard packed, so I could rip this on the beach. And this would be good in some of the fields we fly for drone recovery instead of having to run across the freaking field. So this will have multiple purposes. And one other thing I have to pack with the quad. I don't know if I can get that light to come on. Let me see here. It's got a Bluetooth speaker in it, which is super sweet. Yeah, see, you got the light there. Then let me see if I flip it around. See these things, I don't know how it's going to show up on camera. It looks brighter than it really is. That looks bright through the camera, and they're really dull looking if I step on it. See, that's the pad, and then it flashes when you move. So one of them's got to be, maybe there's two grounds to it. One breaks when you turn or whatnot. Like I said, it's got a Bluetooth speaker, which is really cool on it. So I can rock out to the blues. It's got its battery meter. When you step onto it, it lights up on the other side, letting you know that it's activated. Because the other one was different. As soon as you powered it on, these things were locked in. This thing will do absolutely nothing until you step on it, and then it locks in. But that's about it. Stay tuned for mods in this thing. I got to come up with a cool little name for it because it doesn't hover. It's kind of like a grown-ass man skateboard, but lazy because I don't have to do any damn work. And believe it or not, you do feel it in your ankles and your whatever those things are called, calves, thighs, something like that. After riding it, I did like a 20-minute rip with it with my kid on my scooter, and I could definitely feel it. But it's cool. It's a little army. It was supposed to be jungle. I ordered a jungle camo, and I got some form of jungle digi. I don't know. But they're cool. I dig it. If you're looking for some form of mobile transportation to rip around with your family and stuff, because I don't feel like getting on a damn bike when we go on vacation, I got this thing. It's super fun. Have a cigar on it, you know. But yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in these things. If you got one, what you think of yours. If you've modded it, you know. Got to get my ass to the cigar shops. Peace out. Thanks for watching. See you soon.